another week. Last week was my 12 weeks out. I made it through that week. Last week, as you know, like I mentioned before, that my cycle had started going into my 12 weeks, which my weight was a little all over the place. I'm currently back down to 126, so that's where pretty much I'm staying right now. But from my pictures that I've been taking, I'm definitely leaner. I'm having way more definition showing, especially in my abs, and I'm starting to get a few little cuts around the gluteus maximus area. So I'm excited about that. This last week, I stated I was doing 7 days a week, 30 minutes fasted cardio. Going into this week, I'm now up to 35 minutes, still 7 days of fasted cardio. My diet did change a little bit. Before, I was doing carb cycling where I was doing a high day, a medium day, a low day, and a no day, which means no carbs or whatever. Now it's been tweaked a little bit where I think I'm actually doing like just, I guess, a high carb, a medium, a low, and then a lower. So I'm still getting some carbs. And that is just to keep my metabolism going and keep burning the fat. Other than that, I suppose much hasn't changed. There hasn't, I mean, it's for me so far, I mean, outside of the every now and then not wanting to actually get up and do the cardio, but telling yourself that you have to get up and do it, that's the only thing that's kind of like sometimes. But I haven't hit the roughest patch yet. I'm still really optimistic and try to keep a positive outlook on things during this whole prep, and try not to let anything extra stress me out or anything like that, because that can cause your body to react. Stress can cause your body to like hold on to fat and bloat and all of that. So I'm definitely just keeping calm and not trying to let anything extra stress me out. So that's my little review for the week of my actual prep. Nothing much is, like I said, has changed. But I did want to go over something with you guys, because I actually just got my competition shoes. And I wanted to do a review because my practice shoes were actually by the brand Ellie. And I decided upon getting the Pleaser brand for my actual shoes that I'll be wearing for my competition. So I wanted to give you guys my comparison of the two, since I got to have both of them. My practice shoes are these Ellies right here. They are mules, and I'll get into why I chose mules in a second. But I just wanted to go over each shoe real quick. This one right here is the Ellie. I wrote it down. It's the 421 Vanity, and it is. I wrote down the stats. Hold on for you guys. It is the heel itself. The actual heel itself is 4 inches with a 1/2 inch platform, and the total height on the whole heel is 4.5 inches high. These were my practice shoes. I found that the Ellie ones were definitely snugger. Well, is that a word, snugger? I don't know. It was more snug. Try to use correct grammar. As far as the actual shoe, when I first wore them and practiced in them, I got really bad blisters on the front side of my toe. When I say really bad, like I couldn't stand for anything to touch them bad. So, but once they broke in, they were fine, and they've been working wonderful for me. I usually wear an 8.5. I actually got a 9. Bottom of the sole here is actually kind of a rubber, so it's kind of really smooth. I wanted to point that out. Great shoe. I mean, it served its purpose. After a lot of my research, like I said, I'll get into that in a second. I decided upon going with the Pleaser brand, which actually is the actual brand itself is called Fabulicious. I don't know if you can see that. All right, focus. There we go. It's called Fabulicious. I also got a mule in this. It does have a little bling on it. This shoe, it fits. It's a 9 as well. It's definitely, I guess, more made better for people with wider feet, I'm assuming, because I definitely have more space and it's a lot more comfortable for me. It has also rubber insole, but you can see it kind of has like this. I don't know if you can hear that. Kind of grit there, little grooves on the bottom of it. The specs on this one is it's the Lip 102 the heel height here is 4.5 inches with a 1 inch platform, and overall heel itself is still 5 inches. I personally love this shoe. I love the fit of it better. I feel like I pose better in it. Maybe it has something to do with the little bit more of a platform. I don't know. So it's hard to give such, I guess the best review as far as continuity wise, since that platform is a little bit smaller. But I personally found it a whole lot easier to pose in these. Once I put them on, I tried them on. I definitely appreciate the extra room. I had a friend of mine who had the pleasers, and she was fussing about perhaps her feet sliding, and your feet sliding, both of them a little bit. That's probably definitely why I got the blisters from the other ones, especially since they're a little bit for, I guess, more narrow feet. I suggest you get some little insoles. They're called no slip. You can put them in the bottom here, and it'll prevent your feet from slipping forward if you're having problems with your feet slipping. I don't really see that problem right now with these shoes, but I just want to be on the safe side. You just never know when showtime comes and you're nervous and you're sweating or something. So I definitely would suggest you invest in some of those. Now, I also wanted to get into my choice of going with the mules rather than the straps. I originally was going to go with the straps, but after extensive research, because I researched it like I was doing a term paper or something on what shoes to get. And I have been doing this for months and months and months. And at the end of the day, I've concluded that when you're backstage, you're going to be in and out of your shoes. And as some of you may know, you have to basically glue yourself into your bikini. And if you keep having to bend over and take your straps off, undo the straps and put them back on and stuff, it can be, a little of a daunting task. So I actually chose to go with the mules, just so I can be able to slide my feet in and out of them and won't have to, really bend over much to fool with that. If you feel more comfortable with the strap around your ankle, if you're not very comfortable walking in heels, get the straps, that might just be more comfortable for you, but I'm pretty comfortable in walking in heels, and for some of those reasons, that's why I just decided to go with the mule type of sandal. Something else I wanted to point out, a few pointers that I picked up along the way from reading through forums and watching videos and reading books, and like I said, I did a lot of research. I want to make sure when I do something, I do it right. As far as the platform, you don't want to go over 1 inch. If you are a shorter girl with maybe shorter legs, you want to avoid the platform. You might want to go with a smaller platform on the heel. As you can see, the platform differences there. Just because a chunkier heel will make your legs appear stumpy and out of proportion as far as when you're looking up on stage at you. I have longer legs, shorter torso, so it doesn't affect me as bad to have a little bit of a higher platform. So that was one thing. Another thing is, let's see, what else did I learn? You definitely don't want to go over, like I said, the 1 inch heel platform, because anything else is starting to look kind of stripper-ish. Other than that, what else did I learn about shoes? Because I did a lot, and I'm trying to make sure I remember everything to share with you guys. This brand right here, it says, I just want to point this out. This brand right here, it says Fabulicious, but it's also a part of the Pleaser brand. It's just I guess a subsidy of it. I also want to point out, when I got my Fabulicious shoes here, actually came with this awesome little carrying case here. I didn't get that with the Ellie one, so that's a bonus. I thought that was an awesome extra thing to have. Also, which I didn't do, has their own little individual carrying. It's just, I don't know, it's quality. Some little extra perks for you. It's a little bit nicer. Nicer shoe, if you ask me, all around. I think I'll be sticking with them from here on out. But when picking your shoes, definitely take a lot into play about your comfortability level. You want to go with the clear shoe as far as the straps. I've seen plenty of other ones that has a lot of bling across the top, or even is heavily studded across the bottom and in the rhinestones, which I originally was going to do. I was like, oh, I want the most bling, blah, blah, blah. But after doing more research, I found that you definitely want the shoe to be as clear as possible. Some rhinestones, okay, but the purpose of having the clear shoe is to help elongate your legs and not have your shoe be too distracting from your overall appearance, you know? So that's another thing. That's why, you know, I did a little bit of bling on my shoe. Not too much. So that was another suggestion. You know, we always want to sometimes go out and get the best looking shoe. I've seen the ones with like the ankle straps, which originally like I was like in love with. I was like, oh my God, that's perfect. I love that. But after, like I said, reading, you want your leg and stuff to like just flow as into one, so the shoe shouldn't be distracting at all. It should just only enhance your curves, you know. So I wanted to point that out. If I think of anything else as far as what I've learned as far as shoes, I'll probably include it in a later video, because I don't want this to be too long about me rambling on and not remembering everything that I wanted to say. But if I think of anything else, maybe I'll put it in the description box, or I will include it in a later video, because I have done so much research and my brain's on overload. But until then, this is the only little tips that I have. My clear winner is the Pleaser brand. I prefer that over the Ellie, and I've also read that the Ellie tends to be a little bit of a more, I guess, it's a little cheaper, and people have complained that it has, you know, the heel has definitely broke on them or something like that. Which, keep in mind, it's nice to always have 2 pair of shoes. I do definitely plan on bringing my other shoes as a pair of backup shoes, because you just never know what could happen. So I also just advise you to have more than 1 pair come the day of the show. So that's it for this week. Hopefully I'll see you guys next week. Hopefully I'll have some more wonderful tips to share with you guys. But thank you so much for watching.